Hey guys, what's up? So I just got this new Wet n Wild mascara. It's part of their Fergie collection. They have tons of new makeup out. They have these really cool blushes, eyeshadows, lip pencils, so many different things. So this is the Max Volume Plus mascara. I haven't heard anything about this yet. I just kind of picked it up on a whim. I really liked the packaging. It kind of caught my eye, and it was, I think it was $4.99, so not too pricey for a mascara. So here is an up close of the packaging. You guys can see it's a bright pink tube. I really love the color. I think it's very nice. And here's what the wand is supposed to look like, kind of a cone shape. Looks like it's plastic bristles. Alright, so about the claims, this says it's going to amplify it to the max. The back says MVP, MVP. The crowd starts chanting. The spotlight shines. Drink spill. Everybody stops to their feet. Prepare for your new fringe fandom. Wet n Wild Plus puts you front and center. You have an all-access pass to the hottest lashes in LA. So we'll see about that, about the hottest lashes in LA. I think this is really funny, the little story they put on the back. And this also says it's formulated with macadamia nut, jojoba, and olive oils for conditioning and enriching your lashes, for preventing breakage. So let's pop this open here. It's actually really big, just for a size comparison. Here is the Maybelline Colossal. It's actually like, it kind of feels heavy, this packaging. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's definitely plastic bristles. There's a lot of smaller ones at the top, and then they kind of get longer towards the bottom here. Like, it kind of fans out a little bit and gives that little cone shape. What the one looks like up close. If you guys can tell, the top has barely any bristles, and then they kind of get longer as you go on down the wand. So just a bunch of little tiny plastic bristles. Okay, so here we go. I have some eyeliner and a little bit of Maybelline Colossal mascara on my bottom lashes, but I did not curl or put any mascara on my top lashes. So I'm just going to apply this straight from the tube, and I'm just going to go look into my mirror here. So sorry, I have to turn to the side. First off, I noticed that you kind of have to wiggle with this because the bristles at the top of the wand don't really grab anything, since most of the bristles are kind of like in the middle and at the bottom of this wand. So not a big deal for me because I kind of wiggle my mascara anyway. Okay, so I would say that's about one coat, and it looks pretty natural. I mean, it didn't really lengthen my lashes, but I would say it does give a little bit of volume. I mean, is it 10 times volume? No, but it does have a little bit. So I'm going to apply a second coat here. I'm just going to keep playing with it and see how it goes, you know? Really like make my lashes just stick together. So I'm kind of afraid to go for any more than this, which is really disappointing. Okay, it's definitely starting to clump, so I'm gonna stop. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's really getting clumpy here, like towards these outer parts of my lashes. I would say it's because there's no bristles on the outer part of the one, so it's kind of just globbing mascara on towards the end here. It's kind of hard to avoid that. You kind of have to, like, maybe would apply to the side and kind of wiggle up, because the bristles, like the long bristles, which are the ones that are going to coat your lashes, are all at the end here. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of difficult to, you can get the middle part just fine, but like the outer part and the inner part is kind of getting neglected. So this is not my ideal mascara just because of that. But as far as the formula goes, it doesn't really do much, I would say, other than kind of make your lashes dark. So there we go. That was about 3 coats, and as you can see, it is very clumpy towards the outer parts of the lashes, and I didn't even bother trying to get in the inner corners because I didn't want to just glob mascara on. I don't know if you guys will have the same experience as I did, but I just don't like the way that this looks. I feel like I could get way more fluttery and longer lashes with my Maybelline one, which is about the same price, maybe a little bit more, but this is better for me personally. I'm going to do this eye now, and I'm just going to apply about 1 coat because I want you guys to see it looks better, more natural, like just with a few coats, because after you apply like 3 coats like I did on the other eye, it just kind of looks bad. So here we go. I would say that's maybe like 2 coats, and it looks a lot better. It looks a little more fluttery, but it didn't really lengthen or volumize my lashes. I would say this is what my lashes look like naturally, just they're blonde so you can't really see them, but definitely would suggest using 1 or 2 coats versus 3 coats, because as you can see, it just starts to clump and become a disaster. But for someone like me who really likes likes dramatic lashes, I like to layer mascara. So I'm gonna try layering this Maybelline Colossal, which is my holy grail, on top of this eye just to see how it does. And this mascara is still wet, so I just want to see how it goes. Okay, so there's a couple coats of the Maybelline on top, and I don't feel like I really got any clumps. I feel like this layers pretty well. So definitely, if you're not happy with it and you did buy it and you can't bring it back or anything, I would say to keep it and just layer it with your favorite mascara or layer it with something else. But personally, I wouldn't recommend just using this alone because it's just not enough for me, and I don't think it does that great by itself. Sorry if you guys hear some noise. There's leaf blowers outside right now, and I don't know why they're doing that today because it's windy, so I feel like it's gonna like just come back. But anyway, I don't really like the results I got with this mascara just by itself. I feel like it's kind of clumpy, and for someone who likes to, you know, layer mascara, or if you like a dramatic lash, this is not going to give it to you. It is volumizing, but just a slight, like a natural volume. It's not anything like 10 times or whatever they said, so does not live up to the claims for me. This is the regular formula. I did not see a waterproof, so for those of you who like waterproof, I'm not sure if they're going to come out with that later, but I would just not recommend this. If you do have it, however, I would say to layer it with your favorite mascara or a mascara you really like because it does look better. I feel like these lashes look a lot different. You guys saw in the close-up. I think that these look more separated and just more fluttery. They're not dramatic, but they still look a lot better than these to me because these just look clumpy and I just don't like how this looks. So I'm gonna go wash this off because it's driving me nuts. Alright guys, so that's it for my first impressions on this new Wet n Wild mascara. I just wouldn't recommend it because it didn't do much for me, as you can see, and I know a lot of people got really pissed off at me in my last first impressions mascara video about the Physicians Formula one, but I'm just not gonna sit here and recommend a product that I don't really, you know, think worked for me. Not saying you guys won't like it. I mean, some people might really like this mascara, but I didn't, and I'm not gonna recommend it just because I don't feel like it's worth $5 and it's not that good, just in my opinion. So take it for what it is. I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but I just don't like this. Just in case you didn't know, I always put details in the description, like how the mascara wore during the day, if it flaked, if it smudged. I always add a couple details down below after I, you know, while I'm editing the video. So make sure you check that out because I like to, I know first impressions aren't exactly reviews, that's why I call them first impressions. I just feel like I have to make myself extra clear now because of what happened last time in my last video, but still I don't like this mascara. So that's it for this video. Hopefully it didn't offend anyone this time. I kind of went off rambling there, but I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from here. I am not trying to offend anybody by any means. I'm just here to let you know my thoughts because it's my video, and you know how it is. It's just my channel. This is where I come to talk about what I think. So if you guys have any videos or if you guys have any thoughts on this mascara, feel free to comment them down below. I would love to hear from you all, and as always, thank you so much for watching.